Have you ever found yourself in a situation where on a New Year's resolutions you think something like, in 2024 my goal is to accomplish all my 2023 goals, which I should have done in 2022 because I made a promise in 2021 which I planned in 2020. If this sounds familiar, welcome to the club. Of course, I've been there, but right now I accomplish more in a year. And I think I found a way to set the goals and to accomplish them within 1 year. Hi there, my name is Alena Goso, the founder of Soapy Mania. My baby company has grown to a big company where we sell our products nationwide within just a few years. And today I'm gonna help you become more productive. Before we start, please click like so you don't forget later and subscribe button to avoid missing new videos. I appreciate every single follower, and that makes me feel that I do something right and my content is helping. So I keep coming up with more ideas and new videos. All the people in the world wish for something. You either wish for a change or for something physical. Let's say I want to buy a new car, I want to get a new house, or maybe you wish for peace of mind, to slow down. All the people want something. There is lesser people who make plans. There is even lesser people who achieve their goals. And there is actually people who give up, who quit on their goals. I love achieving my goals. I love getting what I want, and that makes me feel great and that makes me grow. And today I would like to share with you a few steps that I personally do every single year. I absolutely love planning everything, and if you're in the same boat as me, I think you'll find it entertaining, and I guarantee this method works and it's very productive. First of all, what I do every single year is a wheel of life. It looks like this. You can find them online, there's so many of them. You can divide a circle on segments. Most common is 8 segments, which represent family and friends, health, your relationship, your business, your finances, your fun and recreation, and so on. But I like division on the 10 circles, which adding like spirituality and environment, personal growth. You can actually define your own sections and you evaluate your life based on these little sectors. Whichever is important for you, whichever is valuable for you, then use this division for the sectors. Each sector has a scale from 0 to 10, which 0 represents you don't have that at all. It's at the very bottom and you really need to work on it, or you really want to work on it. And 10 represents pure joy, pure peace, pure love, and you are on top of the wave in this specific sector. Every year it varies. So let's say the last year home and environment sector was very low for me personally, just because I grew out of the space and I wanted a change, I wanted something new, I wanted like more freedom, and here you go. This year we live in this big house, new state, and everything makes me happy. So during this 2023 my home and environment sector improved really well. So it's like at 8 right now versus before it was like at 4 or 5, and at 8, not 10, just because we still live in an empty house and we need to buy some furniture and make it cozier. But as of now, I'm already super happy with where it's going to and where I am at right now. The reason you make this wheel of life is to see where you're at on a bigger scale, and the goal for wheel of life is to balance everything out. So let's say if everything is balanced and you get a real circle, that's a good thing. Even though it's on the lower side, let's say everything is on 8 or everything is on 7, but you are very even on all the sides, that means that you are in very balance, and kudos for you, because I don't think I've ever reached to a full circle level. Sometimes one of the sections get out to 10. Of course, in the perfect world, everything is at 10. Not sure if it's realistic, but why not? This is the goal. We always reach for something big and beautiful. Once you see what what areas are lower than others and what areas need to be balanced. I do not suggest dragging something down. I always suggest pushing something up. So which areas are lower, then that gives you an idea on what areas of your life you need to work this particular year. I normally set 3 major goals, 3 focal points of the year. So let's say I'm going to be working on the area of finances this year. I'm going to be working on the year of business this year, and I'm going to be working on my health this particular year. After you fill out your circle, you start writing down the goals for the year. What I normally do, I put it like this. So these are areas of my wheel of life, and so each area right now has 4 or 5 goals for the year. If the area, let's say, is really good at like level 10 or level 9, I just set either small goals, or I don't set many goals, and I push areas that are at a lower level more. Technically, at the beginning of the year, I have 50 goals for the year. 50 sounds a lot when you do it for the first time, but when you break it down for the areas of life, that makes it so much easier. And actually, I want even more, but I try to stay focused. I'm like, okay, not more than 50. 50 is already a big number. Let's focus on this. And then if I have some energy and some time left, I'm gonna work on something else. Each goal doesn't have to be super intense or crazy, unachievable. Some of them should actually, because this is your vector of your movement, but some of them should be really simple, but still there should be a movement in each area of your life. Let's say my personal growth was at level 10, and then I did nothing during the year, and then I found myself next January that my personal growth is like 4. That's why I put like some easier goals for the area that has bigger numbers, and some more intense goals for those areas that have lower numbers. So once you write down all your goals, the next step is to plan your calendar. So I have like a calendar, and I write down, on this month I plan to work on these topics, or I plan to attend this conference, or I plan to go on this trip, or I dedicate this month towards peace and probably like some internal work. So it's not like on this specific date I'm gonna be doing this. Nah, it's probably not gonna work. Have your 50 goals for this year. Try to redistribute them along the year. Some of the goals are bigger than others. Duh. And if the goal is big, let's say create a website. I consider this goal as a big goal just because despite having a lot of services and applications and a lot of help, it's still a big project because you need to create a logo, pick a layout, write down everything, all the content in it, take all the pictures, upload all the pictures. So that's why I divide like bigger goals on smaller tasks, like action items. I have a goal to, I'm saying it out loud, I plan to go to Europe this year with my entire family, which I'm gonna be bringing from all over the world, to baptize my son in Italy. I have goosebumps talking about it just because I want it so much. It's a major goal, and it's a major task because my calendar is very packed. My husband's calendar is even crazier. I'm not even talking about 20 other people that I want to go with us. We need to plan ahead. We need to set the dates. We need to coordinate with every single person. Hey, is this time is gonna work for you? It's a big thing. So that's why this trip I broke down to 10 different action items right now. I need to do all the logistics, coordinate everyone so that they're flying from other countries and we can meet. I need to coordinate my schedule and my husband's schedule. So it's a lot of things. So I break it down on a list, and then I start working on the monthly schedule. So I have yearly schedule, I have monthly schedule, and I have daily schedule. I don't have weekly schedules. That's a little so much planning for me, but on a monthly schedule, it looks like I have this day free of some major tasks. Let's give a task to my assistant to check on the airfare and hotels while I'm gonna be talking to my family and seeing who is available, and allocate finances is like a big deal because it's a major trip. If it's a big task, if it's a big major goal for the year, then break it down. If the goal feels unrealistic, I do encourage you to set a few completely unrealistic, like dreams, not just ambitious goals, but dreams, and try to break them down. Hey, what can I do right now? Let's say maybe I want to fly a private jet. And then the first thought, oh my God, this is so expensive. This is crazy. You don't even think of it. You quit right away. So no, that's not for me. That sounds very crazy for some people, for most of the people, but let's just check out how much it costs. Let's just check out options. I know there are apps that your private jet might cost you even cheaper than a regular flight, but I know it only because I did the research. I didn't quit on this task, on this goal. It did scare me, but I still tried to Google something, tried to look it up. I spoke with people who regularly do it. How much does it cost? Like, how did you do it? Oh, you rented the whole plane for yourself and then you got more people and you chipped. Like, how did you do that? And right now I have a clear understanding. So if this is the dream and this still scares you and you're sure there is no way you can do it right now, you can make a step towards it right now, at least lay down and look towards it. At least make an intention. Why not? Maybe next time you're gonna do more. Maybe next time you're gonna find a way to even make it happen. Yeah, dreaming big is my thing and I encourage everyone to dream big. But goals without a plan are just dreams, and dreams not always come true if you don't do your part. You have to manifest, meditate, wish for it, but at the same time, you need to do something to make it happen. I do not accomplish all 50 of my goals every single year. It makes me very anxious at the end of the year, so I'm more productive at the end of the year than at the beginning. But at the same time, there is a movement in every area of my life because I write down my goals, I break them down to action items, I assess myself once in a while, okay, where I am on this particular area and what level I'm at, and see what's going on. Around the new year is a great time to see what you've done, to see what's your plan for the next year. And the main idea is to have new goals every new year and not reassess your old goals for the same year. Once you have your action items, this is a great list to put in your schedule and to try to work on your goals once in a while. I do not work on every single goal out of 50. I do not work on them every single day. So let's say one day I dedicate some time towards this goal and towards that goal. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. Some of them can be accomplished within a few hours and check. Done. But some of them require some out of the comfort zone movements, which are not always comfortable. But yeah, this is your point of growth. This is where you moving up. One last thing, your inner personal growth is one of the most important areas, on my opinion, because everything comes from inside. If you change inside, everything outside changes as well. In order for you to constantly grow, to constantly change, you need to, first of all, see where you're going. Have a picture of yourself. Like, what do you want? And then once you know what you want, then you bring down what you can do or how would you feel. Let's say I want to be relaxed, very well taken care of, good looking, and travel the world more than I do. At this point, I see a picture in my mind. How should I look like? Okay, how does this woman do things? Or what's her daily schedule? Or what decision would she make in a particular situation, and how is it different from what I do, how I look, and how my day looks like. There is a great movie, it's called A Million Miles Away. It's about the first Mexican astronaut, and I absolutely admire this movie. I admire the story, and it's based on a true story. And the main takeaway from there is this guy, he was rejected multiple times, more than, I don't remember the number, but I think like about 20 times he was rejected. A lot of people would quit after the first try, but he kept trying every single year. And then the main idea that his wife told him what it is that they have or they do that you don't have or you don't do. There is a person that is your role model and you see that this is a super successful person and you want to be like him or her, and what is it that he does or she does that you don't? What skill does she have or you don't? And this is the area where you probably should start working on. There's also a plan like that. So it's like professional growth plan. It doesn't have to be professional, it's like personal growth plan. And this is where you are right now or what you want to become. And here's skills gap. What do I have to do to achieve my goal? I want to speak a better language. I know that my English is not perfect, it's my second language, and I keep trying to improve it once in a while. So I want to speak better. I want to sound in English the way I sound in my native language. Because in my native language, I'm smarter, I'm funnier, I'm cooler, but in English, I lack words or I lack idioms. So that's why I want to be as funny and as clever and as smart in English as I sound in my own native language. That's why this is the skill that can be improved all the time. There is no set goal that you can ever reach. The perfection is unreachable, right? But this improvement makes me feel better. I look at my early videos and I'm like, ooh, that doesn't sound right. Or I speak with people who I knew back like 10, 15 years ago and they're like, oh, well, your English sounds better. It's nicer talking to you right now. That makes me feel so good. That's why in my skill gap, I wrote English, improve my English. And then there's actions. You just write down action items. I'm gonna hire a teacher that's gonna work on my vocabulary. And you put the start date. On this date, you start working on it. You just come back and look at your schedule. Hey, this is the day where I hire a teacher. Or I download an app. Oh, there's so many apps and I love technologies and I love AI. I download an app that gives me daily new word. Some of the words I know, but some of them I don't, and I try to use them once in a while. Technically, you put it in your skill gap, you put action items on each skill, and you execute. Execution is the key because there is no way, if you've been trying, not only thinking, not only dreaming, but keep trying, doing something physically, then there is no way you're not gonna reach your goal. There is no way. And at the end of the year, you look back and you feel so good that all the goals or most of the goals have been accomplished and you have grown so much in every single area of your life. This is an amazing feeling and I wish every one of you has this feeling, and yeah, thank me later. If you like this video, if you found this helpful, please click like and subscribe button to avoid missing new videos from me. And until the next time, bye! Good luck with your goals!